News Live and Gate City Bank present the Bison Football Show with head coach Chris Kleiman.
For the third straight year, North Dakota State demoralized the South Dakota Coyotes with a devastating run game. NDSU piled up 59 points against the reeling Coyotes and moved to 8-0 on the season, 5-0 in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Here to talk about it, and yet another impressive win is head coach Chris Kleiman. Coach, you and your staff, great job, great preparation. Another road win, they're never easy.
No, they're never easy, and our staff did a great job. Our seniors did a tremendous job of leading, of just kind of attacking one day at a time and making sure that we did a great job in preparation Monday through Friday to give us a chance on Saturday, and it was a dominating win on all three phases.
Really was. The bus trip aspect of a road game, what does that add to it?
Not much, you know, especially you're on it for 3.5 hours on Friday and then a 50-minute ride on Saturday morning. It's not that big a deal. I don't think our kids mind it, and we had our normal routine on Friday, normal routine on Saturday, and that's all the guys want. Exactly.
They've done a great job on the road over the course of time and this year as well. And let's check out this game at the Dakota Dome. New look. We're going to talk about that. I like the yellow on yellow there. That's fantastic. Defense set the tone early.
Yeah, it really did. Good job getting pressure. Good play by Jabril getting a tackle for loss.
You know, early the deep ball was working again. It's been working early in games so far here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, really good read here by Easton. We saw the coverage tilt, and then they went one-on-one with Shep, and that's not going to work out very well.
You know, in the red zone, the tight end's been a weapon this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, really good call here by Coach Mess. We spread him out into an empty set right after the big play, had him confused. Easton looked the safety off and threw a nice ball to Ben for a touchdown.
7-0 after the Ellefson touchdown, a sign of things to come. Big yards in the run game all afternoon.
Yeah, really good job by the Rams. They were blitzing us an awful lot, and this is a great run by Lance, making about 4 or 5 guys miss, taking a big play, getting about 80 yards on a big run down to about the 2.
Fast start was important, wasn't it? To get out on them and get some points on the board early.
Yeah, it really was, because I knew they were going to have great energy and emotion, and if we could hit them in the mouth early on and get a couple score lead, I thought then they would be chasing points, and that's what happened. I thought all 3 phases did a tremendous job.
Jabril Cox, boy, he is something else. Out in the flats, he's just so good.
Yeah, we're played just a simple big zone here and trying to get guys to the football, and good play by Jabril, and really good job by Greg running it down as well.
What's the defensive call when he's playing center field? Because he gets a pick on this play here.
Well, he's just playing an inside linebacker position for us, but we allow him to tilt to the field a little bit, and the quarterback obviously didn't see him and makes a big interception. And then what's so key about it is the nice return to get us a short field for our offense.
Third down efficiency has been outstanding all year. This is a 3rd and 8.
That's a great job by the Rams up front. Great job blocking. I think Luke Bacon makes a big block there to allow Easton to step up into the pocket, and good throw and catch.
You know, on a pass play, you hit the fullback here.
Do a nice job. Design this play to get Brock into the flat. We'd run the outside run play so much it looked the same, and then we slip Brock in behind the linebacker.
21-0. The Bison all over the Coyotes. Their quarterback can run it a little bit, though.
He's a good football player, and they were struggling running the football with their running back, so they probably emphasized the quarterback run a lot more against us, and they had some decent success with it.
Dan Marlette has some family ties that played at South Dakota. He played well, had 10 tackles.
He did a really nice job, and Dan missed this game last year with his ACL injury, so he was really excited about playing this one, especially back at the Dakota Dome.
4th down play here, and good play.
Yeah, really good job. It's like getting a turnover. You get a stop in the red zone on 4th down. It's like forcing a turnover.
I'm always impressed by the closing speed of Jabril Cox.
Yeah, really good job here. Once again, we're just playing some simple big zones, and they throw it to the flat, and we have a bunch of guys getting to the football, and good play by Jabril.
Man, big hit right there. Lance missed a few plays, so Ty Brooks had to step up, and he did today.
Well, we were going to play multiple backs, and this is another empty set, and Ty's playing wide receiver here. Makes a nice catch on 3rd down before the sticks and is able to get some yards after the catch for a 1st down.
And then that burst that we've all become familiar with.
Yeah, it's a pretty special guy when he gets on the edge, and not many guys are going to catch him. Great blocking again by everybody up front, and another big run for our offense.
South Dakota puts together a drive coming up here. What do you think about their offense as you prepared for them this week?
Well, it was difficult to prepare for because of the fact that they're going tempo, and they did a really nice job, and that's what they need. They need rhythm. So they get a completion, and then they get you on your heels after a completion, come right to the football, and caught us a little bit off guard at times. And I think they have a nice scheme of what they're doing offensively. This is just a great throw and catch. I thought the coverage was pretty good there.
Yeah, what do you think of Easton Simmons, his overall game?
I think he's a really good player and going to continue to get better. He throws it really well, and obviously yesterday we saw his ability to run the football.
So they did get in for a touchdown there, 28-7. Here's the catch of the day, Christian Watson. Look at this ability.
Yeah, what a great job by lunging out and hand catching, a great concentration. Easton put it over his shoulder, and that was great for confidence for Christian.
He has that kind of talent, doesn't he?
He really does.
Tight end Nate Jensen takes a big thump here, but a good gain.
Yeah, another nice play out of our empty set that has them confused a little bit.
Ben Ellefson, the red zone man right here.
Yeah, really good job by Easton buying time, and then really good job by Ben finding the seam in the end zone and then makes a great catch.
He did make a great catch right in the back of the end zone right there. The Bison all over the Coyotes. 35-7 on our Nodak Insurance halftime stat board. The total yards you see right there, 319 in the first half for the Bison. Third down conversions, the Bison have been great all year. 3 of 5 weren't in third down a lot in that first half. Giving some love to the Rams on the Gate City Bank hot seat, it's Luke Bacon. Luke, what teammate do you relate the best to?
Tanner Bolson.
Okay, why is that?
He's my roommate. We do everything together, hang out together. We're pretty much attached at the hip.
Okay. Your favorite member of the Bison coaching staff?
Coach Riley.
Okay. What sport did you try as a child that you failed at?
Was not a very good baseball player. Yeah, I struggled.
What was your favorite Halloween costume as a child?
I remember dressing up as a cowboy a time or two. Yeah, don't know why. Probably just had a cowboy hat. And, yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
What did you get in the most trouble for with your parents?
Just forgetting to do the chores on the farm, things like that. Little reminders.
If you could be best friends with a celebrity, who would it be?
Adam Sandler. Just be funny all the time.
What is the most expensive thing you would buy if you had unlimited money?
I think I would deck out a pickup and just make it really nice.
I like it. Best summer job you've ever had?
Honestly, just working on the farm. Just hanging out with that, the family and my dad and stuff like that.
Worst food you have ever tasted?
Not a big sauerkraut guy.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
What skill do you want to learn?
I want to, learn to play the guitar. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know if I'll ever have time to do it, but yeah.
Strangest tradition in your family?
We do not do anything for Easter. We stay home. It's just, our main family. We don't go anywhere. We don't do anything. So, yeah.
All right. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach, you have a huge lead at halftime, so how do you deal with a halftime locker room when you have a big lead like that?
Well, for starters, we were trying to cool them down because it was hot in the Dakota Dome, and we had our O-line outside and running backs outside. But to continue to finish, to continue to, when you have opportunities, make plays. And we knew some young guys were going to have opportunities, and it was their opportunity to step up so that we could count on them as the season moves forward.
Let's look at the second half here. Go over some of these young players that got in the game. The Bison won the toss, so they got the ball to start the second half, 3 and out, and USD was on the move a little bit with their first possession.
Yeah, I thought they did a nice job. We didn't start off the second half great on offense or defense, and they were able to get a nice drive going.
They got a nice catch here in the red zone, long ball too.
Yeah, all about the tempo. They get a first down, get right back on the ball. We don't get quite aligned, and so they have a first and goal inside our 3, but this is where the defense really steps up.
Yeah, when the game's not on the line, it's kind of fun for you to simulate a goal line stand in case you need it later.
Absolutely. Really good job by Aaron Steidel there of destroying the play inside.
Yeah, and you do get the goal line stand here. You stop them, and that's a huge thing, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. I think they expected pressure. We dropped off in the zone. Good call by Coach Henson. We were able to get out of a series there, and that was a big turning point there in the second half.
You know, Easton Stick, when he's deep in his own end, I love his decision-making. I mean, he just makes great decisions in tough spots.
Yeah, and we don't mind throwing the ball when we're inside our 10 because he's going to make those right decisions, and we were able to get us out of that area and get a couple nice first downs.
This is just a dangerous play here. Thank goodness they flagged it.
Yeah, exactly right. We hate to see old 12 going down like that, but they did make the right call on a horse collar tackle. You can't do that in college football. Another big first down.
Boy, Easton has some wheels, doesn't he, when he gets in the open?
Yeah, great job making the safety miss, and then he's just going to outrun everybody. Big play by the offense there. Take that thing about 90 yards for a touchdown.
Yep, 42-7 at this point. Easton Simmons, he did rush for 100 yards in this game, due in part to a 62-yarder right here.
Yeah, really good job. Good call by those guys. We didn't get quite aligned, and then once you get misaligned and they get a couple blocks on you, and he takes it off and makes a big play.
So it's 42-14 at this point after the Coyotes score right there. Ty Brooks has been outstanding the last 2 weeks.
He really has. He's doing a lot of great things. He's getting a lot more touches. I like his acceleration on the perimeter, and he runs hard through contact.
Yeah, he doesn't mind contact, that's for darn sure. 4th and 1 here. Easton Stick gets it. Another good decision.
Yeah, we thought we needed to make a statement here and go for it on 4th down rather than pooch punting it, and our offensive line felt we could get it, so we ran the football and we were able to keep the drive alive.
Move to the 4th quarter, and this is a big moment for Cam Peterson. It's a 46-yarder.
Boy, he banged this one. He's been kicking the ball really well in practice. We haven't had an opportunity to kick many field goals, but I was excited for Cam, and he split the uprights and a great snap by Ross and a great hold by Wags.
No doubt. USD fumbles here. The Coyotes fumble it, and there's Watertown, South Dakota, Spencer Wagey.
Yeah, how about that? Spencer gets to go back close to home and get a big fumble recovery and a big win.
Trey Lance, talk about this play, and if you knew before the game that you were going to play him today.
We did not know we were going to play him. We didn't know how the game would go. Obviously, he pulled out from under center a little bit, but he didn't panic, and he ends up making a really nice play out of what could have been a disaster.
Yeah, great acceleration too. He's got that foot speed. Caleb Butler really had a nice game.
Yeah, and Caleb's back healthy now. He missed a game and was probably about 80% for a game, and he's back healthy, and he's really a difference maker when he's healthy.
Old Dickinson, North Dakota almost got a pick right there.
Yeah, pretty much the same coverage that we were in with Jabril, and they didn't see the linebacker coming across the middle.
Tell us about Adam Cofield a little bit.
Getting better and better. Great vision, really good balance, powerful runner, learning so much from Bruce and Lance, and with Bruce out, he's getting some added carries and doing a nice job.
How about Trevor Hyde on the jet sweep?
Trevor Hyde's done a nice job, continues to get better working with our offense, and he's an explosive guy. If we didn't have Shep, he'd probably be the guy on punt returns, and I like what Trevor's doing.
Adam Cofield here, talk about this play.
Yeah, really good blocking by everybody. Sabian Clark, Phoenix Sproles, a couple of true freshmen out there blocking in front, and Adam takes it in for a big touchdown.
59 points. Wow, 59-14. We're going to end the game on a sack here, and just all around defense, offense, special teams. It was a great day.
It really was a great day. I was really pleased with all 3 phases. We had a big punt return. We had one called back. We still ended up getting about 40 yards out of it, but could have had another big punt return as well.
There's the Wagey family.
Right.
Had lots of fans in the crowd there from Watertown, South Dakota. North Dakota State 59-14. The rush yards 384. We're going to talk a little bit about this. The 300 number is very common against the Coyotes of late. Total yards 560 for the Bison. Outstanding win for NDSU. 8-0, 5-0 in the league. Let's hear what the players had to say after the game.
Yeah, on the interception, I was just reading the quarterback's eyes, and then that helped out a lot of giving the offense the ball and starting off early, starting off fast. I know we held their offense to a couple 3-and-outs, so it helped put points on the board for the offense going up 21-0 early.
It just comes down to making the play and making the most of opportunities that present themselves. Easton throws a pretty good ball, so just doing the best that I can within the offense.
Yeah, that was huge for us. I think that changed up their kind of game plan and trying to be up-tempo, so that helped out in stopping them early and making them switch up some things.
They do a really good job with the younger guys. There's a lot of true freshmen playing out there with these older guys, and so just taking them under their wings in a positive way is really something that they do well.
I know on defense, we go in every week trying to do our best against every opponent, so this one we just came out and just did our job, and unfortunately it put 59 points on the board with the offense.
Great comments by the players. The Bison record for points in a Valley game is 59. Both times have come against Bob Nielsen teams, the other Western Illinois. After the game, the coach of the Coyotes was at a loss for words on how to slow down the Bison.
They're solid. They play good defense. They're good in the kicking game. They're I think probably a little bit more balanced offensively than even the last couple of years NDSU teams. So it's going to take a really good team to beat them.
Bob's been around a long time. He's seen a lot of football. He knows. The Nodak Insurance player of the game is Easton Stick. Another stellar performance for Stick, who became the career leader for touchdown passes in Bison history. Stick racked up 5 more total touchdowns on the day. 3 through the air, 2 on the ground. He was just really locked in from the start of this game. Sprayed the ball around nicely as well, with 9 different players catching a pass. A lot of talk about the record afterwards, and to nobody's surprise, Easton provided great perspective.
I've been really fortunate to play a lot of football here, and that's something I don't take for granted. I recognize how special it is to be a part of this program every day, and it's so much fun showing up, Monday afternoon, and guys turn the page and are ready to go, and it's been that way, since I got here and long before that. So, feel really fortunate, a lot of fun memories, and excited to see what, the next few weeks look like for us.
What a kid. I mean, you ask him a question about a record, and he just rattles off the most humble response possible.
Would you expect anything different from Easton?
No.
The thing that I'm so excited is he makes everybody around him so much better, and that's a sign of a great leader and a great competitor. He makes everybody that much better to be just being a part of him and being around him.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's talk about this jersey combo. I thought it really looked good. How did it come about? How'd you guys decide on yellow helmets, yellow pants?
Yeah, the captains came to me a couple weeks ago and said this is a look that they'd maybe like to try, and it dates back from our past, and we talked it over with Matt Larson and some of our seniors, and they thought, yeah, this is going to be a great look, and I know the guys were excited about it.
Yeah, they liked it. I thought it looked really nice. It was since 2004 was the last time the Bison had wore it against UC Davis. Let's talk about this game now, and the Coyotes defensively. We're going to show highlights from each of the last 3 games, and there's a theme here. In 2016, 52 carries for 369. In 2017, it was 46 for 340, and yesterday, 48 for 384. What's the common theme that you see that the run game can get some yards against the Coyotes?
Well, the first thing is the offensive line and tight ends and fullbacks and wide receivers blocking downfield. Everybody doing their job at the point of attack and being able to push the point of attack. And then we have some really special running backs and a really special quarterback that are able to make some plays. But it all starts up front. And credit Coach Riley and the Rams and Coach Roll and the crew chiefs. They're doing a great job of blocking.
The total is 146 carries for 1,093 yards in the last 3 games against the Coyotes. That is something right there. Let's sort through a few of the injuries. Jalen Allison did go down, was not able to finish the game. Bruce was out. Tutsy's still out. Anything you can tell us on those 3?
Yeah, Jalen was a knee injury. We don't think it's a severe one with surgery, so that'll be probably a few weeks. Bruce and Michael continue to progress. They're running a little bit at practice, but once again, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we want to make sure those guys are back at full speed before they come back and maybe re-injure something. So it's still week to week.
Outstanding. Hopefully those guys get healthy soon. Hope to see them back out there playing for the Bison real soon. Boy, this team has a lot of great kids on it with big hearts. They give back to the community. They like doing it. We're going to have that story coming up. Stay with us. Welcome back. Giving back to the community is a big part of Bison football. The Bison players enjoy it. Starts early as a freshman and carries on throughout their career. The team is full of high-character kids with big hearts. Alex Egan has this week's Olaf Anderson Construction feature story.
Less than 24 hours after walking off Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome and an emotional win over Illinois State, members of the Bison football team were spending their Sunday volunteering at Fargo Mania.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't really know what it was, but once we got there, it was a blast. We had a ton of fun with the athletes and doing the event.
Fargo Mania is an adaptive fitness event for athletes with special needs.
It was really cool to see athletes like them competing so hard and having so much fun doing just the simplest activity.
We're super glad we did it. It's something that we all definitely would agree on that we want to do again, just because of just how cool it was to see, just how the event went, all the people there supporting. There's a lot of fraternities and sororities and stuff that were supporting that we really didn't know what to expect, but it was super cool.
The Bison players were there to help track the athletes through various exercises and give some encouragement along the way. And as much as the Bison players were encouraging the athletes were doing some encouraging of their own to the Bison players.
It was super inspiring just seeing, everyone has challenges in their life, but those athletes are special. Like the challenges that they have, they're able to battle through it and do things like that, like compete like that, like they did, and just have a great time doing it. It was just super inspiring just to see how they compete and just how they go about their lives.
Even though these Bison football players haven't been around the NDSU and Fargo community for very long, it's been lessons passed down from their teammates and coaches that have shown them the importance of their role.
All the coaches and the older guys talk so much about how much the community does for us, so it was really cool to be able to give back.
Giving back is just as important as the X's and O's and the wins and losses for this program.
For the Bison Football Show, I'm Alex Egan.
Coach, I think they really mean those words, don't they?
They really do. It's a special event that's happened at NDSU for a number of years. Our guys have always been a part of it, and you're right, that's genuine. Those kids really enjoy doing it, and we're always going to give back to this great community that gives us so much.
And it's not just that event. They're out reading and doing all kinds of different things in the community.
Yeah, and there's so many things they're doing that we don't even know about.
Right.
And visiting kids and patients at the hospital and the cancer center, and it's why we do what we do. And our student athletes in all of our sports do a phenomenal job of giving back.
No doubt. Another tough fullback tight end has come into the program. Tyler Roll's position room continues to stockpile talent. We look at Hunter Lupke in this week's Peterson Farm Seed Future Crop of Bison. Lupke is from Wisconsin. He was a great athlete, state champion wrestler, all-conference center fielder in baseball, a standout sprinter in track. He was a running back linebacker in high school, so the position switch has been his focus in a redshirt year.
I think just switching to like a tight end fullback, because in high school I wasn't really playing all of that, and I was more of like a tailback, but they moved me to tight end fullback, and I mean, just my growth from like my blocking and stuff like that, I mean, I've grown substantially.
Tell us about this kid from Wisconsin that is now in Tyler Roll's room, which is a crowded room already.
Yeah, really good athlete. Did a phenomenal job at our camp, and that's where he earned a scholarship at our camp. And he's in between like a Brock Robbins or a Andrew Bonnet, somebody that will be able to play the fullback, will be able to play the tight end. He's athletic enough to flex out. We're excited about Hunter.
No doubt. Great to have him in the program. Bo Pelini and the Youngstown State Penguins are coming to the Fargo Dome this week. We'll talk about it. Stay with us. On our Verizon look ahead, it's the Youngstown State Penguins. That means Bo Pelini's coming to Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome. They're having a tough year, but they're always a physical team that's a good team.
It's always a tough matchup for us,
is.
both sides of the ball. Yeah. They do a phenomenal job of trying to control our rush game, and they do a really good job designing things for their offense against our defense. Every year we've played these guys, it's a four-quarter game, come down to the last possession, and we expect the same.
Best of luck to you and the staff this week in preparation and the guys getting ready. The Bison are 8-0, 5-0 in the league. We'll see you at the Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome this week. 2:30 kick for the Bison and the Penguins. Have a good week, everyone.